Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you all are doing well today. Elliot here. Welcome back to The Fragrance Well. So some people have asked me before, I don't even know if it's on this platform or other platforms, to show my entire collection. Well, today is that day. I am going to give you guys an overview of my entire fragrance cabinet. I'm not going to go through every single fragrance that's in it. I'm just going to kind of use my phone because the cabinet's not in here. I'm going to use my phone and just kind of scan over everything, maybe point out some highlights, if you will, and just give you guys a quick look at what my entire collection looks like. It's a little bit over 200 bottles. Sorry, I don't know the exact count, but I do have every fragrance that I have ordered is in my cabinet now, so I don't have any pending, and I'm likely not gonna add too many more for the rest of this year. There's a lot of stuff going on. My money has to go elsewhere. So this is probably going to be the entire collection as of 2023. If I do add any, it might be one or two more, so it's not going to be a ton. All right, guys, so that's that. So let's go ahead and just show you the fragrance cabinet. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you do like the content, and remember to hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so here it is. This is my fragrance cabinet. The bookshelf is, I think it's called the Billy bookcase from IKEA. It is nothing fancy. I just got the one with the doors on it. And this thing can hold quite a few fragrances, so I think it's a good way to kind of store your fragrances if you want to do something like this. All right, so let's kind of go through it. Let's start from top to bottom. So this top row, as you can see, is pretty much feminine fragrances. That's because this is pretty much what my wife wears. Most of these are hers. This right here is an Arabian Oud raw oil. I can't really open it with one hand, but I think it's called Spartan Rose. It's kind of a rose oud oil, very floral, very strong. She puts that stuff on and man, she fills the room up. You can see Intense Cafe there. I actually bought that for her, but that's kind of both of ours. And, you know, a couple MFKs, plenty of Parfums de Marly, a couple of Delinas, Exclusive, and La Rose. And as you can see, she's got a pretty big dent in that. This is almost empty. She's gonna have to refill that soon. This is Oriana, Athalia. I really like that for, like, you know, formal, more dressy. Windflowers, Creed. I think this stuff is amazing. I know some people probably think it isn't worth anything, but I thought this was a really good release from Creed. I wish they would put out a men's release that's as good as that is. Herba Pura, that's also kind of both ours. And Bitter Peach. So that's pretty much the bulk of what is just considered to be hers. But she does wear some stuff down below. So if you just kind of look at all the rest are mine. If you look at the rows, if you can tell, you probably can. They are arranged in alphabetical order. I always just found that easier to kind of find stuff. So here we obviously got Waj. I've got 9 at this point. I just got Beach Hut Man in. I haven't worn it yet, but man, that stuff packs a punch. Yeah, so Boundless is the newest one, and I think every other fragrance you guys have seen me feature in a video. A couple Aqua de Parmas, one from Amarud. This is Lunar Vetiver. I really need to get more from this house, or should I say get some samples, because I really like that one and I want to check out more stuff. A couple of Azzaros. Back there, got Azzaro Pour Homme. This is Aramis. You know, you guys have heard me talk about that, more of a sentimental purchase. My Arabian Oud section, there will definitely be more additions here. If nothing else, the bottles just look great in a display cabinet. I got Risala up front, Madawi Gold there. We got one BDK, got a couple of Bentley fragrances. These were more interesting to me when I first started collecting, but I rarely touch them anymore. So they're just kind of there. Yeah, Gris Charnel Extra 8, awesome. Angel Share by Kilian. I need more Kilians. I've gotten my nose on a lot of them. I just haven't purchased them yet. I did grab Bulgari, Wood Neroli. I know it's discontinued, but I think that's an excellent fragrance, and you can still get it for cheap. So I grabbed it. Brioni here. I definitely want to grab a few more of those. A couple of Burberrys in the back. 3 Bond number 9s. You guys have heard me talk about the ones I have. Bond number 9 is just most of what they have from the house I'm not that impressed with. We got the Carolina Herrera Passion. I still think one of the better releases from the year, but I think there's been ones that have come out that kind of trump that. The Chic for Men, I think, is an excellent cheapy kind of early 2000s scent, Pacha de Cartier. I needed more Cartiers. Coming down here, got Chanel, the Leon, awesome. Really, a lot of the ones from I think it's the Exclusives collection are amazing. Got my Bleu de Chanel there, a couple of the Allure lines, the regular Allure. Only got 2 creeds. I got a Ventus and Green Irish Tweed, which is the older, get it out of there, the older 4-ounce bottle or whatever size it is. And that one was actually gifted to me by my dad, and he gave it to me for nothing. So that was quite the gift. You see the day 3 fragrances here, La Tacita, Bonnie, Ambar. Dior section. You know, I got pretty much the entire Homme line, or at least the older ones, with the exception of Low, but you got the Dior Homme line. That's the one Eau de Parfum from Dolce & Gabbana. You know, more of the Diors, you can pretty much see what's there. Francesca Bianchi's, I've talked about a few of these. I'm gonna grab more of these too. I just think they're excellent perfumery, but they're not for everybody. They're somewhat challenging. For Pond, 1270. Also a house I wanna grab more from, just not my focus right now. This is, what is this, the Ed Hardy? That one was given to me by my dad too. I just kind of threw that back there. That's not one I would have gotten. Frank Olivier Ouvigny. Also an interesting cheapie, but frankly, there's just better stuff, so I don't really feature it. Aiden Bob, Memoirs de Mystique. Featured that a few times. Want to get more from that house too. See the Strong With You. More from Eldo I want to get to. Aqua de Jo, probably going to be the only Aqua de Jo in my collection until something better comes out, in my opinion. Got the Givenchy line, a lot of them, the Gentleman line. This is a house I was really, or should I say, this is a line I was really impressed with, but as I've grown in my collection and discovery, I don't really pay much attention to it anymore, but I still think it's a great line, so I have it. Got the Guerlains I can get my hands on. A couple of the L'Homme Ideals back there. This is a Guess fragrance. That's just a cheapie sitting in the back. So is that one. Here's one I haven't talked about. Histoires de Parfums Noir Patchouli. I'll talk about that one later, but that's a new acquisition. I told you guys about the Get Right Fragrances brand. They got some really nice stuff. I think they're worth checking out. Talked about a few of theirs. This one here is, I think it's called Get Right Black. I don't really like that one. Some people do, but I don't really like that one. Yep, Harmonious, Hypnotizing Fire, awesome. We got the Hermeses back here. I still got to get some more from that house. The good old Jacquard Noir, of course. Coming over here, a couple Hugo Boss, Boss Bottled Oud and Boss Bottled Intense. That's pretty much all I got. A couple of the scent fragrances. What is this? Absolute, and that's Private Accord. Back there, we got good old Jay-Z Gold. This bottle's empty. There's not even anything in it, but that was my last signature scent before I decided to start collecting. Boss Reverse, always kind of a good, easy one to wear. A couple of Varvatos. I'll be honest, this is probably going to complete my Varvatos buys for the time being. Artisan, I don't even really like that much. It's okay. Artisan Pure, I think, is amazing. Vintage is awesome. Couple Izzy Miyakis back there, Noir Ombre, and just a little DC Pro Intense. Wouldn't mind getting my hand on a few more of those, but it's just not that serious. Got Jimmy Choo Man, a couple of Jean Paul Gaultier's, Lamar from Kajal. I gotta get more from this house. I got a number of them on my list, but I just haven't done it yet. Halloween Man X was a good cheapie when I first got started, but don't really pay much attention to it now. And the Lalique section with all of the Encre Noirs, minus the latest one, which I would like to check out. Lalique White back there. Got Curve for Man. Liz Claiborne Mambo. Anybody familiar with Mambo? And as a kid, I loved that stuff, but yeah, now I'm like, why did I ever like it? Lorenzo Pizzaglia, my only Layla Bow Tobacco 28. My only Louis Vuitton at this time, Pacific Chill. My opinion, best summer release of this year from a designer house. More MFKs that I particularly wear, although my wife dips into Grand Soir all the time. Oud Satin Mood. Ganymede back there in the back. Coming on down here, my other Montal, which is, what is it? Tobacco, Oud Tobacco. Couple of Manceras. I just got these in the Amber Fever and Hindu Kush. And then just a few others back there. Pretty much talked about my Manceras. Couple of Mont Blancs. I don't think I'd be buying any more Mont Blancs at this point. We got the Starman Nebula, the pure malt clone from Fragrance World, and then we got Pure Van back there. Nasamato, Black Afgano, amazing. fragrance, but I will be getting more from that house. Toy Boy, I still think Toy Boy is awesome. Back there, what is that? Narciso Rodriguez Blue Noir Parfum, whatever it's called. I wasn't that impressed with that. I need to revisit it. A couple of Novitas, good amount of Nashane. There will definitely be more Nashane. I got room for them too. I just haven't gotten around to them. Parfums de Marley's, you can see them. We got Leighton Harrod, Halton, and Greenlee. This was a house I thought I was gonna have a lot more bottles from, but as I've gone along in my journey, I've become less and less interested in the house. I think it is a good gateway house, but if you get interested in a lot of other stuff, you'll kind of find that they have their place. I'm not saying they're bad, they just don't interest me as much anymore. Montebacco Intensivo, awesome. Orto Parisi, Bergamasque, awesome. You know, a couple others back there. Prada, got a few from Prada, not a ton. That's the one fragrance that if I was ever gonna get rid of first, it would be that one. Perriellis Red, I hate it. Polo Blue, another one gifted to me by my dad, don't care for. This right here is probably the cheapest smelling one in my collection. I just kind of grabbed this when I was at a Perriellis store, America, Aventus clone. It smells like pure trash to me. My couple of Rosias so far. I definitely plan on getting more Rosias, but as you know, those cost a lot. And on to the last row, down here on the floor. I got one from Tower. Definitely want to get some more from him. Ramon Monegal, same thing. Want to grab a couple more. Got the good old mustache Eau de Parfum, the YSL Tuxedo clone, which I will be getting YSL Tuxedo at some point. A couple of more Rokas back there. There's what is this? Hawass. Yeah, you know, Hawass. Everybody knows Hawass. A couple of from Thameen. A few more I might want to get from that house. Salvatore Ferragamo, got a couple. Here's Tom Ford. Also plan to add some more Tom Fords. Got a couple from Tommy Bahama. What is it? St. Kitts and St. Bart's is what I have. Yeah, there's St. Bart's there. Look at this. Usher for Men. That's old school. Another one gifted from my dad. You can tell he wore that bottle out. Tiziana Terenzi. Just got that one, so that's new for me. Valentino Uomo Intense. Classic. Couple of Versace's. Another one I don't really plan on adding too many more Versace's. Wilhelm. There are a few I have my eye on. And of course, Spice Bomb Extreme. Off, of course, and you know I'll be adding more of those, but that's another one where it's kind of like they have so much stuff, you just can't get everything, unless you just want to. La Nuit de L'Homme Bleu Electrique. Everybody remember that craze and how that craziness was when it came out? Honestly, I could have lived without it. YSL, what is that? Y Le Parfum, just a line I tried to get into and it just hasn't worked. And then we got Second Soul. And back there is Zadig and Voltaire. This is him. That was a disappointment for me. And just a couple like smaller bottles and or samples over here. What is it? Yeah, that's Fanfare. Fanfare's okay. That's the one from Jensen's Jet Black Enigma, which I really like. Really strong fragrance, but I don't really need a full bottle right now because I still got plenty left in there. And guys, that is pretty much it. That's my entire collection from top to bottom. As you can see, there's not too much space left in this, so I'm eventually gonna have to get another cabinet or something to put later fragrances in. But that is the gist of it. That's the Fragrance Wells collection up to this point. All right, guys, and there you have it. That is my fragrance well, essentially, at this point in time. I hope you guys enjoyed the overview of my collection. Always remember to be well and smell well. And I will see you in the next episode of the Fragrance Well. Have a good one.